Yo, what's good, fam? Today we're diving into one of hip hop's most interesting what ifs. What if Eminem had been part of Slaughterhouse instead of Joe Budden? Now, before anybody gets defensive, this ain't a shot at Joe. Joe Budden is dope. Let's get that straight right now. He's one of the most honest lyricists to ever touch a mic. Raw emotion, vulnerability, and depth most rappers can't reach. But for the sake of hip hop discussion, let's imagine what the group could have been if Slim Shady himself had joined the squad. Slaughterhouse was built on bars, precision, and pain. You had Royce, Duff 5'9", the technician with complex wordplay and punchlines that hit like math equations. Joel Ortiz, the Brooklyn Bulldog with that street grit and crazy flow control. Crooked Eye, the West Coast assassin with layered multis and rapid fire delivery. And then Joe Budden, the thinker with that emotional depth. Together they made something rare, a super group that could actually rap. But imagine this, what if instead of Joe you had Eminem stepping into that fourth slot? Royce and M already had that bad meets evil chemistry, iron sharpening iron, their flows locked together perfectly like two heavyweights sparring for sport. Add Joel and Crooked to that mix and you got a lyrical apocalypse. Picture those cypher style tracks, 4 MCs going off, no hooks, just pure chaos. Eminem's energy would have raised the temperature instantly. He's the type of rapper that forces everyone else to level up. And here's the thing, Slaughterhouse was already elite, but M joining wouldn't just have made them tighter lyrically, it would have supercharged their visibility. Let's be real, Slaughterhouse had bars for days, but they struggled with reach. They had cult fans, not mainstream traction. Eminem's presence changes that overnight. Radio play, festival stages, major interviews. Suddenly, the world's paying attention to bars again. Imagine an album executive produced by M featuring M and him being part of the crew. The commercial machine meets pure lyricism. That's a formula we rarely get. But here's the balance. Joe Budden brought something no one else could, emotion. While everyone else was flexing flows, Joe was bleeding honesty. Songs like Pray For Me and All of Me proved he could pull you into his world in a way M's wild energy might not. He was the heart of the group, and every great team needs heart. That's why this isn't about replacing Joe, it's about imagining an alternate universe where M takes that seat and the sound shifts from emotional therapy to pure lyrical mayhem. If Eminem had been in Slaughterhouse, their music probably would have sounded more cinematic. Darker beats, bigger production, maybe even storytelling arcs that felt like short films. He would have brought that Dre level polish to raw East Coast aggression, but you lose something too, the introspection, the grounded energy that Joe brought, that balance between sharp bars and emotional breakdowns. That's what made Slaughterhouse special. So even if M made it bigger, Joe made it real. At the end of the day, this debate isn't about who's better, it's about fit. Eminem and Slaughterhouse would have been explosive, no question, but Joe Budden gave the group its soul. If Emma joined Slaughterhouse, might have gone further, but would they have felt the same? Would the fans still connect on that deep introspective level? Maybe the truth is this, Eminem did belong in Slaughterhouse, just not instead of Joe Budden. He belonged alongside them as the unseen fifth member, the mentor, the force behind the scenes. So what do y'all think? Would Slaughterhouse have been greater with Eminem in the booth, or did Joe Budden make the group what it truly was? Hip-hop's last great lyrical brotherhood. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and remember, I'm not picking sides, I'm just asking the questions nobody else will.